Compton Crawford and the Jersey Guy. I'm Lewis here with Kenny and your favorite Jersey guy, Tom. Get ready for another round of real talk, crazy stories, and everything in between.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
Because we are amazing. We're geniuses in our own mind.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Why not?
Why?
I'll go with it this time.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So what are we talking about tonight?
Well,
What are we talking about tonight?
there has been some history made
Yep.
Yes.
recently. And people are pretty just really screwed up about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are struggling with this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Just we have a rule. We don't want to talk about politics, but because of the situation, I think we can point out some things without having to get too.
Yeah, we won't get
Political.
too crazy.
Yeah,
we're not going to try to like pick sides or whatever.
No, right. We're just going to
We try to keep it
Right.
apolitical as much as possible.
as
but,
possible.
You know,
So yeah.
we still talk about stuff, but try to keep it,
Well, we talk about people's state of mind first. People's, like we say, people are feeling some kind of way, upset or super happy or whatever,
Right.
just worried and whatnot. Those who are just feeling some kind of way, we always say our biggest thing is go and speak to somebody, don't let this.
Yeah, just pick up the phone, call somebody.
Call somebody. Don't let this be, what is sitting heavy on you.
Yeah.
I do
talk
have
it out.
something
Go ahead.
interesting to say
Yes.
about this.
Go ahead, go ahead.
So it's just, this is like a buildup if you think about it, because I feel like we're always, since I would say as early as 9/11, our country started to become more polarized politically.
Right.
And it's just gotten to the point now where, like, when someone wins, one side is overly gleeful,
Right.
to the point where, like, they're showing off, and the other side is like almost in like
Traumatized.
traumatized.
Right. Yeah.
But I think what
Yeah.
that is a result of is like this massive polarization in
Right.
politics, where, like, we have the general idea is you had two parties and you would come together and come to consensus on something, an agreement,
Be able to
and now
work
it's just
away,
like who you have more in office, so you can get stuff passed through, and
money.
it's just like so super polarized now. It's just we've come
Yeah.
so far away from it, and I think that's what this is a result of. So I think that's something that is just good to like realize. This is a result of like high polarization in politics.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very much so. I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
It said it was tough this week. Go ahead.
No, you.
No.
finish what
I'm
you
saying,
said,
you're just saying it was tough this week, for some people, and of course, like I said before, extra exciting for others.
Yeah.
We still got to be kind to one another. You know what I mean? We have to, everybody still has to be kind to one another. I think that's just the bottom line. It shouldn't be that anybody's, so excited and so happy that they won they now become, that kind of rude and
Right.
just to be rude. Don't be rude. Fine. It is what it is.
Now we just got to
Just be easy. Yeah.
Gotta
Just
ride it.
chill. Right. And anybody else, like I said, on the other end, if you're feeling that kind of way, talk it out. Don't yell it out. Don't fight it out. Whether you're going to go and talk to somebody, talk to friends, go to a group. They've got hotlines now, I think, from what I understand.
Yes, they do. I don't know the number, but they have a hotline for if you're having a political.
Really?
Yeah. A post-election PTSD kind of thing.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But go ahead. You were going to say something before. I'm sorry. My fault. I cut you off.
Well, I was just going to share as far as I'm concerned, right? So for me, I know Tom was just saying everything he said was exactly right on the money. But the fact of being involved the way I was, I apologize.
Yeah,
Trying to get my thought back. Being involved in it the way I was, I was online and I volunteered. I did things. I was on supportive who I was supporting.
Right.
Absolutely.
And the whole time you're thinking, man, what if we lose? Right? What am I going to do? Kind of thing,
Right.
like in my mind. So I guess at that time I was stressing about that already before it even happened. Always worried about it.
Yeah.
But when it did happen, it didn't happen that way. I did the opposite thing. I said, okay, it is what it is. I am not going to allow this to rent any space in my brain or anyone
Right.
to do that.
Absolutely.
No way. And I have to accept it because being angry is not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything because it's just going to make it harder for you.
Right.
Just acknowledge and then treat it as is. Or treat it the way you need to.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Right. So you have peace of mind.
Yeah, you have to. You can't let this stuff, I know it sounds hard, but you can't let it eat you. You know what I mean? You can't let it just get the better of you and cut people off or whatever. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, their feelings, their thoughts. We have to be in society. We just have to be the better people and talk it out amongst each other because, everybody has different views. Everybody sees things differently. They understand it differently and all that other good stuff. So people just have to really literally talk it out. They've got to be able to sit at a table, or break bread together and just have a conversation if need be. If some people need to, whatever. Yeah. But that's what we need to do as like I said, as a society, as people, brotherly love thy neighbor, all that other good stuff. You got to talk it out. I'm not saying that we're the smartest guys on the planet.
Yeah, but it's not going to be like that for a while.
Well, right, not for a little while. Right. I'm not saying go and do this shit tomorrow.
Yeah, they're still in celebration mode. Right, they didn't even have inauguration day yet.
Yeah.
That's the big day.
Right. But he's not doing anything so far.
He can't do anything. He has no power.
He's not doing anything different than any other president.
No, still won't even know.
He's got preparations.
Things ready.
His peoples.
He's got to hire people.
Right. Yeah. I'm just saying.
He's got to do the whole thing.
It's nothing that's going on that's going crazy. Just like I said, everybody just take a deep breath. And recoup. We're gonna have to regroup, and
and then when the day comes, we'll go from there.
Yeah, go ahead. We're gonna talk about.
No. I'm looking. I'm talking up stuff. I'm talking with you.
Yeah.
This because it doesn't serve you well to be like that. Yeah, it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? You can't change it.
Right.
There's nothing you can do or try to say to make it better. Just accept the fact that your side didn't win.
Right.
Yeah. But that's all right. You got 4 years, but then you have the midterms in 2. So, and we don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
And we'll see what happens.
Now, these little, I'm going to say.
Now, of course, if we don't have.
Right.
Well, depending on who has, and it's the Republicans, I think, both sides.
Oh, yeah, they do.
What I understand.
Yeah.
As it stands right now. I don't think they're done yet, though. I think there's still more people being set, but I don't know how that works. So, anyway, that also depends. If they have total control, there's really nothing you're going to be able to do.
Yeah,
not like you would if you had some kind of balance where one had, if one had the Senate and you had the House.
Yeah,
usually that kind of offsets it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, you would. Yeah, I was going to say, we're only talking about this part, of dealing with this kind of stuff because of this past week and all that was going on.
And we're talking about it. We're talking about how it works only because we want people to understand how it works.
Oh, yeah. No.
Now we're not experts on it, but that
Well, I was going to say that, this goes to associate with everything, anybody, people that you talk to, people that you deal with, whether it's a work employee, co-workers or somebody you see in the store or, you're at a hangout, a little party or barbecue or get together, whatever, it's just how you talk to people, how you deal with people, you know what I'm saying?
There's a place and time for everything.
There's a place and time for everything, and I said, just go on about your thing, do what you're doing, and, just be easy. Like one of my favorite things, like I say, I've said 100 times, love thy neighbor, love each other, be easy, be peace, whatever your views are on almost anything, you should still be able to sit at a table to come to a compromise. You should still be able to sit at a table and, and have a drink together and laugh, because that's only one thing. I can have 50
compromise.
Things. Huh?
Right, I get it.
No, I'm saying, there's always something that nobody agrees on everything together. You know what I mean? We always see things a little bit different. Sure. So that then,
but
I think Star Wars is better, but whatever.
Star Wars is better.
See?
That's funny.
it is.
Yes.
See, I like both.
Yeah. No, I like both, but I like Star Wars.
But I love Star Wars, but I think because I am a child of Star Trek,
right?
Literally,
yeah. It's okay. We love you anyway. All right, that went sideways. That went the other
Yeah,
way
it went
real
sideways.
quick. That went,
Sorry, guys.
That went
Sorry.
geek mode real fast.
Hey, you know what?
I think we needed that.
That's how we do it at Common Crawford in New
Right.
Jersey.
Hell
guy.
yeah, man. Yeah, we have the song
You're thinking the
battles.
same thing I was.
We're having the song battles. But yeah, you know what I say? You know, I just want everybody to be good. I want everybody to be healthy. You know, I want everybody to be able to get along. Like I said, PSA would be go and talk to somebody,
Listen.
get some kind of help.
Yeah, that's great. Everybody get along. That's great. If you do that, fine. But my thing is, do you.
Right.
Do what you've always been doing.
Right.
Don't change course on how your everyday day goes.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, keep doing your day. It's going to maybe suck a little bit more than it usually
Well, it
does.
depends. Depends.
Well, just say it.
yeah, it could.
Right. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying
okay.
because, of circumstances, that makes it would be okay, but go to work.
Right. Go to work, do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do.
Yep. Go to your kids' ball practice or whatever practice, and
Right. Or do whatever. Do
Yeah,
something.
do whatever.
But keep your,
You know,
don't
what?
change who you are. Keep your routine.
Right.
Don't get
And
so
you
stressed
can't-
out to the point where everything
Right.
is out of
Yes.
whack.
Yes.
and you can't
exactly.
let something drive you crazy if
Right.
you know someone is like in the opposite
Mm-hmm.
like political spectrum as you. If you're going to like say like your kid's softball game or
Right.
baseball game and you know that they're on the opposite view of you
Right.
politically, you can't let it like eat you away. And be
Right,
like, oh
yeah.
my God, not these people. You know?
Right. And don't
Right.
get into an argument with
yeah.
them,
Right.
whoever it is, whatever side it is
You
that,
can't let it because
Yeah.
it's just
You can't.
Right.
You can't.
Yeah,
Not at all.
Yeah. Just say, like Lou said, just go and have fun, enjoy your life, do
Just
what
not,
you're doing.
it's gonna. It might be, in the beginning, of course, it's new, right? You still haven't gone through the process yet. So once he gets in, that's when you need to start to pay attention.
Right. Yep.
From that point on, you should pay attention to everything. But what I'm saying is, at least know what's going on. Is what I'm going to say.
So that was our PSA for that part
That's
of
part of
this. So now, like the other way I was thinking about, they said said society stuff was just about how people are in society. You know what I mean? Like just how people's like I said, but this is just the perfect for me, the segue because of how crazy people get for certain things, like
They
we
lose
started
their
saying-
mind.
Yeah, so like you said, winning or losing or whatever, sore winners and sore losers, or super excited winners and losers. You go to some of the kids' ball games and stuff, or even at work, man. Somebody gets something, they do something. And they want like all this credit and they're jumping up because the boss liked it. Oh, I did this. I'm like, yo, calm your happy ass down. Like, why? You don't have to say he didn't help me or nothing or she didn't help me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, of
bro,
course.
take it easy, bro. Like, share the wealth, man. You don't have to be so daggone nasty. That's that narcissist stuff though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is.
Yeah, and people need to just calm down and stop. Like I said, think of think of the other person you're talking to. Think of the people that you're working with. It's supposed to be a team.
Right. But
8 out of 10 times.
The whole point is that you're not different than I am because the same laws that apply to me apply to you.
Right.
Now I get that you're on this team and everything, but it doesn't change how things work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think, it just, like you said, it can get to the point where it's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? But I never feed into it. And I've always tried to not bring that subject up. I'd rather not talk about it unless there's people I'm comfortable talking about it, right? Like you guys and stuff like that. Yeah. But, I try to be smart with it. I'm not the kind of person to like throw it in people's faces and rub it in and live off, get off on that.
Right. Yeah.
That just doesn't do it for me,
Yeah, you can't. You can't let the negative vibes bring you down.
Right.
Because all that negativity, and that's like I said, in anything that you're doing, somebody will turn around and try to make it negative in some way, shape, or form. Those are the people that have no, that they don't have an understanding of like, I guess I'll call it almost like social cues. All right, you didn't need to say that,
Oh, of course.
that you didn't like my sneakers because I got some fly sneakers. But I'm just saying, you don't have to be that kind of mean about it.
Sneakerheads out there.
Yeah, what are sneakerheads? Kenny loves sneakers.
Sneakers.
Yeah.
So, but I think you also need to do whatever's good for your mental health,
Right.
self-care. For me, I think just because I have friends on like Facebook who are so like I have friends from both sides of the political spectrum, and like I'm just seeing like the like all the like like this like
Divide?
Like the gloating
Oh,
versus
really?
versus, some posts people are gloating, some posts people are like, really depressed and upset, and you just get that like dystopic feeling. So for me, I pulled out from social media for a little bit. Sometimes you got to take these breaks from social media, especially when like anytime there's like a big thing happening where there's going to be like divisiveness. I always pull myself out of social media.
See, that's funny because for me on my social
I'll
media,
still be on. I'll help out with the. Obviously with our social media,
right, yeah,
social media as well.
Yeah,
right,
no,
right.
that's
You're
funny.
Whatever you personally,
But I think it goes also to what you start to go into, like we spoke earlier, before we started, is the algorithm you're falling into. So my algorithm is cars and motorcycles. You know what I mean? So like then anytime I open up my social media, it's motorcycles and cars.
I think mine was all of the above of everything that I liked, but it was mostly probably had to do with.
Well, definitely if you're like on Instagram, you'll see more stuff like that.
I'm all over that, bro, man.
You know what I mean?
I'm all over it.
Yeah,
all over it. And it's funny because when you look for it or you like it or you watch the video for a certain amount of time, it'll throw you into that stuff. So like I said,
that's like you like one political.
Right, I noticed.
It's old. I'm like, no. I try to get out of it. I'm like, no. I'm hitting 101 of the other ones. I'm watching funny shit, to get out of all that stuff. Yeah, this fucking hilarious, bro. For me on my social media, when I'm looking, I'm like, no, try to get out of it real quick. Do all that crazy shit. Start hitting other searches and stuff.
Right.
Get out of that whole thing. Throw me in something else. I don't want to be in this one. Yeah, get me something. Get me out of this. Get me out. Do the funnies. Hilarious, man. Hilarious.
But those algorithms are kind of funny if you think about it, because like on Instagram one time, like I got like this weird like video that came up. It was like a little person like dancing, and I was like, oh, that's nice. And I click like, and I kept getting videos of like people with like dwarfs like dancing.
Like they would just send them
so
to you.
weird.
Yo, and it's funny.
So
the funny ones, bro. They're freaking hilarious.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Like you saw one of this guy, this dude was running, a little person was running, and he goes and he jumps into the water, and when he jumps into the water, it goes bloop.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yo, that is so wrong,
but it's
man.
just so random. I like one video in something very specific. And
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like,
yeah, it blows everything out of proportion. Like you guys are on my personal. I have stuff on my personal page when it comes to a lot politics or anything like that, because that's my personal stuff.
Yeah.
But I get a lot of that. Of course, will come up on mine. Sometimes both. But I have a bunch of other stuff that I'm into that I always have that comes up, like my Star Trek stuff comes up, or anything with the martial arts or whatever. It seems to. I have a good balance. I think it's not just one thing. Like locked in and that's all I'm doing.
Yeah. No, mine too. Mine's all mixed up.
Yeah, it should be diverse.
And it's funny because on the stuff that I watch or seen on social media, like photos of my stuff, it's people being kind to one another.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, I tell you a funny one I saw today, bro. This shit was hilarious.
I don't get into it with anybody on social media.
No.
I have.
I'm talking about the feeds, like the stuff that you watch, like when they show the reels or whatever it is, that you look at those.
You mean like the funny videos.
They take the funny videos. Like there was this one, right? And this guy, he's riding his motorcycle.
Right.
And he's got the GoPro on his helmet. And he's like, damn it. How did this shit happen? Now he's hot. You see him moving down the side of the highway, hanging onto the shoulder, and then he finally makes it across the highway. And as he starts to go a little bit more, it looks like he's running. His prosthetic leg hit the ground, and some people were trying to help him because some people were trying to help him. I'm saying it's to be kind.
Right.
People were trying to help him to get his leg back because they saw what happened, so they stopped traffic so he could get across and stuff. So like I said, and my point was that it was about people being kind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They show people that are helping out, some old lady or some old man trying to, move their car out of the street because the car died, or helping them with their groceries and stuff like that, But like I said, that's my feeds. That's the stuff that I get on my stuff. And like I said, bro, you just gotta think about the other person. You never know what their life is like. You never know what's going on in their mental right then and there.
Right.
Think of
they just have
yourself in there.
Yeah, you gotta figure people. Any way it went, those people are gonna have the bad end of it. And we have, and it sucks when it's like that. You're already going through something already when it already happened. So now to have that on top of someone giving you more shit about it, it's not necessary. So yeah, I agree with you as far as be respectful and do the right thing, and just you don't have to agree with everybody's
point of view, right?
It's just like I said, keep it to yourself.
Yeah,
that's what I try to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep. Like I said, know your audience. You know, there's no need to turn around and have all kind of crazy conversations and just be all loud and be all crazy. You know, if you find that person that you can have that kind of conversation with, that you can, you know, have a peaceful conversation, whatever side of the aisle you're on or whatever your views are on anything, then, you know, cool. Have that groovy conversation, you know, and be able to keep a friend. You know,
think of the
friend.
power though you have when you tell you make a decision like I did. Tom did the same thing. We were just talking about it. Said, I'm not going to allow this to bother me. I'm not going to have this affect me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to accept it for what it is, and I'm going to do what I always do, and just live my life.
But I think that's like a good life, like thing to do.
Right. Yes. Life lesson.
And with everything, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
it's a healthy thing to do, and that's a good thing. That's a big step in your life when you think about that too. You come to that, and you're able to. For me, I absolutely will say I come a long way. For me to be like that, because Tanya's like, I thought you would be out of your mind, and I thought I was gonna because I was stressing about it the whole time, going through it. So when it happened, I was like, all right. I don't know why, but just a switch went off, and I was like, well, what am I going to do?
Mm-hmm. I was surprised, but I wasn't surprised.
No, I wasn't either.
You know what I mean? It was I was like, well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Yeah.
Yep. But so, I mean, it's just, that's how it happens, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Again, just hope everybody just be easy. You know, nobody get crazy. I know a lot of people were in their feelings. A lot of people are, you know, still, you know, granted, there's only been a few days or whatever, and everybody's thinking of what the future is and how it's going to look and whatnot, you know, myself included.
I would just avoid a whole conversation with anybody in reference to that
definitely.
subject.
You're going to try.
Listen, if you're already bothered by it and you don't want to talk about it, then don't associate with those you know who, or try to stay out of it, or remove yourself if you have to.
Right. And also, you know, to anybody listening, if you're going to come onto our social media and try to like argue with us, we're not going to be, we're not going to be give, you know, if anybody's going to say like, you know, this or that, we're not even going to be.
Yeah. This was just, like I said, this is more of a PSA episode. This, you know,
listen. All right. So, we're a little outside our lines on this one. So but I thought it was necessary only because
to stay out of politics in general. But like, we're not going to get into arguments with people. Yeah, and and that's the way I am personally. Now, you know, there was a time when I would be like very argumentative.
Yeah, it's not even worth it.
It's not. I don't do that anymore. So.
That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point. It goes exactly to what we were just saying, right? That just not to even feed into it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
you know. Yep. Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
yeah. I'll do me. That's it. I'll take care of my own.
Yeah,
I think it's just like a growing period. You know what I mean? With people in general, like we just need to like just not be. You know what I mean?
I almost feel like it needs to happen just so it's done, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
All right, this is gonna happen. Let's do this.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Just
and hope. You know that. You know, hey, listen, if we get lucky,
right,
great. If not, see you on the other side.
Right.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No shit.
I'm just joking.
Yeah.
All seriousness.
Yeah.
Just like I said, it's a touchy subject because we're not here to talk about either one, who's right, wrong, or whatever.
Right. It's none of that. It's just about the people's mental, everybody's mental, all of our, society's mental, listen, one way or the other.
For people's defense, I think people need to be on defense. And scope. Look, watch your surroundings. You see something that doesn't look right. You see somebody's out of whack, go the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, use your instincts. Don't second guess.
If necessary,
of course,
but,
absolutely. I don't mean anything. I don't mean to say it like that, but I mean like if you're uncomfortable, I don't want to go. You know, sometimes we hear people over talking or whatever, and like, no.
Yeah, don't change what you're doing just because of, keep it moving. Don't initiate.
Right.
Don't do anything that's going to antagonize anybody else. I said either side doesn't make a difference. Just, be easy. Be easy. Take it easy. We're going to get through this.
Okay, take it easy.
Yeah. Take it easy.
Anyway,
have to go
that's why. I mean, listen, again, it's history happens, and sometimes it's not always the way we want it to be.
Right.
And we happen to be, and it's
we're
life.
not a monolith,
But it's
so,
life. No, it's life, man. Now you gotta. All right.
We're gonna have to.
So we're gonna do this.
Yeah, we're gonna say.
I said, we're not a monolith society. We're always gonna have disagreements.
Right.
That's right.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah. No,
just
which
gotta,
is it's good. But when it gets out of hand, it's not good. And I think Kenny is right. People really should listen to it, but I don't think that's going to happen for a while.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah.
There's a lot of power.
Yeah. Things are gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Things are gonna pan out. And I think things are gonna be calm for a while. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what my vibe is, bro. I'm speaking it to the universe.
Listen, that's great.
I'm speaking it to the universe.
Hey, listen, I spoke to the universe and we lost the election. I'm just saying.
It's how you said it.
All right.
All I know is I'm going to be enjoying stuff like that Citradelic sunrise.
This guy. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no
absolutely.
shit.
That was good.
No lie.
That was
man.
good.
That's funny as hell.
Right.
Yeah. Just got to find your peace, man.
Keep yourself busy.
Yeah,
do
definitely.
extra.
Hell
Do
yeah.
some projects or something.
Yep.
And
Take up a hobby.
pick up things that
Take
you
up
like.
some
You know what?
hobbies.
I'm going to finally paint that
but
bedroom
for all
and do whatever.
seriousness,
Yeah. You could be a botanist now for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weed.
Do like that Eminem commercial where the kid goes in with he's tattooed all over the place. You seen that one?
No.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's funny. And he's in the first date with the girlfriend, and she turned around, and the parents see him, and they're like, "What are those?" And they point to his sneakers. He goes, "Oh, I'm a botanist." And the dad likes to prune trees or whatever bushes. So he's like, "Grab yourself a pair of pruners," and he goes out and does it. That's gonna be Tom.
Okay.
You got to see it. It's great. I'm surprised you
I
never saw it.
haven't saw that.
I gotta check it out.
Sorry. That was a commercial geek moment. Sorry. Lift it out. But yeah. No, listen. We're gonna be all right. If everybody keeps their head right, nobody tries to go off the deep end.
I just think we should talk about something different.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Part 2 of the show.
Yeah.
Part 2.
well, no, I'm just saying we can just say it over and over. I don't want to keep
half.
saying it over and over again
No,
because
I know we are. So yeah.
life is gone. So now we hope our 100th anniversary, or I should say, episode is coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's gonna be coming up soon.
It's this.
Yeah.
Is it the
This
next
is
one?
90. No,
Two
it's not.
more. It's like
We got
it's by
that's
Christmas.
6 more.
It's by Christmas, isn't it? It's next month.
So
Or is it the new year?
I'm thinking we got to figure out something
had the
nice that we
exact
could do
date
for
written down.
that.
It's coming soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do something special.
Well,
Yeah.
so it's going to be cool. Like I said, if people in the next few episodes, next
Well, I
month
was thinking
or
of Frankie coming on
okay.
because he talked to me and he said can you do one on the holidays? I said, yeah, if you want, we could. He loves Christmas,
He's not starting already, bro, is he?
bro. He that's his holiday, and he loves the music, and he has his
this?
own stuff, his genre, and he would be good for the show to
Who's
listen
this?
to.
Who's
Frank.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
no, I'm losing it. We should have him on like next week or
Jingle
something.
bells.
Yeah, no, it's too
jingle
early, bro.
bells.
Thanksgiving hasn't even gotten here yet. We just got out of Halloween, and people are already trying to put
I
their
know.
trees up and shit.
I'm a Thanksgiving guy, so Thanksgiving's coming up, and I'm looking forward to that holiday.
Right.
So,
But it's the next holiday, so it's okay for you to celebrate it.
And
throw
my house is decorated
decorations. Yeah.
in Thanksgiving because I am still one of those who believes you can't put Christmas stuff up now. You got to do Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Thanksgiving's a great holiday.
Yes.
It's one of the best holiday in my book for me.
Okay.
I get about Christmas and I get the whole idea, but as far as there's really nothing you have to
You mean
do.
like the feast? It's like or
You just relax. You watch.
Yeah.
There's
you
nothing
watch
to.
the football game.
Right, you watch the dog show.
I didn't even know there was a dog.
Yeah, every year I watch it.
Really? It's on
Absolutely.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yeah, every year.
That's
You know what
hilarious.
I like?
Right after the parade, it
I
comes
like
on.
in the morning, watching the parade.
Yeah.
Then eat breakfast on the couch, maybe some toast or something, coffee, just snuggled up with
Nice.
the blankets, just watching the parade.
Yeah.
That's
It's a great holiday, man.
Yeah. Are you having turkey here?
I don't know where we were doing it.
How
to be
about you?
honest
You
with
having it at home or you going away?
Yeah, well, we're gonna have it. We have our friends over
Okay.
for Thanksgiving, so
You thinking about who?
We're thinking maybe we might be doing it at the house, but
Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. I'm going out of town for turkey.
But No, I don't want to go nowhere, to be honest with you. I'd rather just stay home.
My friend does Thanksgiving too. That's always done on a day not on Thanksgiving. It's like,
Thanks what now?
living.
Thanks living.
Vegan Thanksgiving.
I was gonna say,
What day is that?
I don't. There's not like a set date, but I'm going by my friend's house, my friend Steven's house on that Saturday. Yeah, should be good. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, we
I
bring.
didn't even know there was such a
We
thing.
bring everybody.
I don't know.
Yeah, we
because
do
we're
that,
not
so,
vegans.
yeah.
That's why.
That's
yeah,
right.
That's
We do
right.
like
We're
a
not
nice,
vegan.
we do. Yeah, that's the inside thing.
Yeah.
It's the inside.
It's
You got to
inside
be
code.
in. No,
The Goo
no,
Kids.
but no. We do that. We it's like a potluck. We do like a cool potluck. I'll bring mashed potatoes. Someone brings.
Nice.
Yeah. It's
Mashed
good shit.
potatoes. I love
Special mashed
potatoes.
potatoes
So how do you make them? How do you make your potatoes?
with potatoes.
Because it's vegan, right? So you do. How do you do it?
So I just use oat milk instead.
Oat milk.
And
Okay.
I just and then there's vegan butter. There's different brands of plant-based butter. And
Gotcha.
but I am a garlic in the mashed potatoes guy.
Of course, that you can do real. You don't have to do anything fake of that.
No, I'm just saying whether you're vegan or not vegan, you got to put garlic in it. It's like a little hidden.
Oh,
thing.
it's good for you, my
Throw
friend.
a couple right in the pot with the water. Just throw a couple cloves in there.
Yeah,
More
yeah,
the
yeah.
merrier.
It
Throw
keeps the vampires
Throw a whole
away.
bulb in, bro. You know
Yeah, if you have to, why not?
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
Yeah, garlic's great, man.
that's funny.
Yeah.
That-
I like getting up in the morning and, like Tom said, having coffee, have the thing on.
nice
I get up.
coffee,
Usually, I sleep a little late.
Mm-hmm.
And then I come down,
Whatever
I watch
your
the parade a
favorite
little bit. I
breakfast
catch
is.
the end of it.
Maybe a breakfast.
Then I watch the
burrito,
dog show.
Breakfast
The
burrito.
dog show is on.
Yeah, oh, that's freaking
Yeah,
hilarious, man.
get to see the schnauzes.
Yeah.
See all the dogs, every dog, really, when you think about it.
That's great.
Great show, man.
Listen,
I'm surprised you guys didn't even watch that.
Yeah. No. I sleep in a little bit, watching cartoons.
Cartoons are good.
That's what I do.
Eat cereal.
The games start playing, and then the depending on who's coming over, where
that's
we're
right.
going.
Yeah.
Football. That's
Yeah.
right. Thanksgiving, another thing.
That's what Tom was saying
Football,
before. Yeah, watch the football game.
that.
Pumpkin pie.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah.
I love
Can't
pumpkin
forget the
pie.
Pumpkin pie. That's like
Vegan
There's
pumpkin
certain
pie. Why can't
foods
you
that
eat
are-
a fucking pumpkin? You can't eat a pumpkin?
no. I put every year someone always brings a vegan pumpkin pie. You know,
How is it? Oh, because of what else is in it?
you
You
just
mean?
swap the ingredients out. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
gotcha.
If you can't, you
You use a pumpkin,
coconut-
but you use other things to. Right, I
Yeah,
got
like
you.
like any dairy ingredients, you replace with like a vegan version. Like coconut cream's a good one to replace
Okay.
with heavy cream.
Right.
The canned coconut,
Gotcha.
like milk, not the BS in the that's for drinking. You know what I mean? You
Tom
want
knows.
canned coconut milk. That's
Yeah.
like that's like heavy cream. You know what I mean?
Right.
You replace that. It's very easy to swap certain ingredients, but
Cool.
yeah, you could look up online. You say vegan pumpkin pie. You find a billion recipes. But yeah, I love all the staples. Even it's just veganized, like stuffing. You just change. It's literally bread, and use a vegetable stock, or they even have like there's like no chicken stocks or no beef stocks they call them, where it's like kind of it's just got spices that kind of give it like that beefy flavor. I don't know,
Right, I get it.
maybe mushrooms or whatever. But anyway, getting a little too off topic. But what I'm saying is like, yeah, so like you could just veganize pretty much anything, and then for like turkey, we always get like the tofurkey or
Tofurkey. I love it. Yeah, we'll probably have one. I'm sorry, Tom.
like there's different brands. But yeah, I know. You know what it is? So like the mock meats, like obviously if you're not vegan, you're not gonna be interested. You know what I mean? It's gonna sound weird, but
Right. No, and I'm not. I wasn't.
Yeah, I know.
Talk about
It's always
it's
like a
not
weird
getting
thing.
turkey.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a day you're gonna have to come over here with a turkey, a vegan turkey.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm not
Hell
sure.
yeah.
He won't. Listen, we won't know.
It's true.
No, we won't know. You're like, yo, check this out. My friend gave me this.
Yeah. See, you know what? I it's funny, some vegan restaurants are really good and some aren't. And I made the mistake. I brought Lou one time. I brought him to a good one, but then I brought him to a bad one. He's like, "This is horrible." Because
Pancakes were the worst.
but they were, you know what it was?
They
It
were
was like,
chickpeas.
you know what? Yeah,
Chickpea pancakes.
You know,
Yeah.
but the problem is they don't.
I hate
instead
chickpeas.
Instead of using like regular flour, they use chickpea flour. For
What the hell
pancakes.
was
Why
that?
It was horrible. They
Why would
tasted
you do that?
nasty,
Like,
and they
yeah,
were
because
like,
you know what?
they
Because
did not look like
You know why?
pancakes. I
Because
just wanted.
You know why? Because it was a gluten-free.
It was. It was.
It was a gluten-free vegan restaurant, so they use alternatives besides.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, but
See,
chickpea
why
flour.
make your whole restaurant gluten-free though? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, what the gluten free doesn't mean you have to use chickpea. pea.
But you don't have to be.
Well, they
you can
did
be
because
ve-
that was
you
their
don't have to be,
preference, right? So maybe
So it was vegan and gluten free.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying. So
it doesn't matter. Listen, it was an experience that
Yeah.
I never had before. I'm thankful I'm never going to do it
and
again.
then I found out you hate chickpeas. like.
But when we went to the Chinese,
I despise chickpeas. I wish all chickpeas would die.
oh, I do hate them. I hate them.
That's great, man.
But when we
That's
went to
funny.
the Chinese restaurant, I had the wonton soup. That was great.
It was a vegan.
Yeah, it was vegan. It was a big bowl of wonton soup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
they
great.
did a good job there, yeah.
It was fantastic. It was like, this is
Oh,
really
that was
good.
Veggie Heaven. Yeah, that's a good place. They have 3 locations, and they just opened up a 4th one in. They opened it up in I don't know down
Veggie Heaven. I love it. That's a great name.
That is.
But you know what's
hilarious,
funny?
though.
Like the word vegan scares people a lot. So they actually they don't call their place a vegan restaurant. They call it a vegetarian restaurant, even though it's really vegan.
Well, hey, listen, if you got to get around this somehow,
Yeah,
where it
yeah,
makes better for
Right.
you,
Yeah.
It's funny.
you know, it's
so
not like
they-
you're not going to eat what's in the restaurant to begin with. So,
Yeah, you're going in there because you like the menus. So
Right.
It's all gravy, baby. It's all
Right.
gravy.
good stuff.
yeah.
That is freaking hilarious.
I agree.
But that's cool. At least you guys already, have an idea of what's going on for turkey.
Yeah, I don't
We
think
go-
we're going to have people over. We might. Maybe the kids, maybe, like the normal, the usual stuff.
Right.
But and then I don't know if about, it's just far ahead. I don't think that, it's
yeah.
like, it's not
It's
ready.
funny,
I'm not there yet because I'm not near
Right, right.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
For
It's
me,
funny,
it doesn't
though.
work that way.
Anytime I've gone to Veggie Heaven, I've brought like relatives there.
Right.
They're always like so afraid. They're like, I'll just get something with the vegetables. I don't want any of that fake meat stuff.
Yeah, right.
They're like all terrified of it. I don't know why. They'll just be like, just give me the best stuff.
I don't know.
Because nobody wants to taste the fake meat.
Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
it's not bad. It's just different. You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah. Like it's the texture that everybody's afraid of. I know I'd be afraid of the texture.
I don't tell people. I'm never like, oh, it tastes exactly like
Right. Yeah.
And
Well, right. It's like that expression.
You just gotta say like it tastes different.
Right. It's like that expression when
Think of it
everybody
as
say,
something
and I don't mean to say this in any insult at all. It tastes like chicken. Well, then eat chicken.
Yeah. Everything tastes
You know
like
what I mean?
chicken.
Yeah, right. My son had rattlesnake. I think
I
it
like
was
the
or
Matrix.
alligator. I think
In
he
the
had,
Matrix,
yeah.
he's like,
And I'm
he's
like, really? I'm like, he goes, yeah, it tastes good. It tastes like chicken. I'm like, didn't you just eat chicken?
remember in the Matrix he said
Yeah.
that, where he's like, maybe the simulation doesn't know what it tastes like. That's why everything
It tastes like chicken. Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah,
You won't know. You
I
don't
was
know.
watching that shit the other day too, bro. I know all the words. Reciting that whole.
I think it's a good day just to relax in general because you don't have to do anything. You're not really rushing around. Maybe you have some people come over, then you chill, you eat a little bit more, you just relax. You don't have to go anywhere.
Right.
Tanya will probably do the Black Friday stuff. She always
Oh
does.
yeah.
I think she does it online or she'll do it wherever. I don't know how she does
I might
it.
go
I
out
don't
this
even
year
really
for
get into
Black
that. but
Friday. Oh, maybe. Let's see what
That's
happens.
a big holiday around Thanksgiving, Black Friday.
Because I think we got to be home because the wife is starting a pastime little hangout. She wants to do a second job. And I call it like that because she just wants to do something else.
What do you mean? Like what?
She's doing a part time at a retail store. No, bro, listen, that's just for me.
Oh yeah. No, you mean like
No, she's gonna do a seasonal retail store thing. And
But from home?
no, she's gonna
Like
go out
at
and
the
work at
mall
the
or
actual store.
something.
Yeah,
Really?
she's gonna go work at the store. Yeah.
seasonal help.
Good for her.
Yeah. Because like I said, she just wants to do something a little bit different. She's never done it. There's no kids in the house. Right now,
She wants to keep
she's
herself busy.
She wants to go and keep herself busy.
Oh yeah.
If she's gonna go do that to keep busy, obviously, I'm not doing something.
Anyone who does retail. I worked in retail.
I worked in
for
retail.
a few months.
I worked
Yeah,
in
she never has. She's never worked retail. She's always
that's
been
another thing.
clerical.
Well, the Black Friday, that's where remember when they used to stand outside the
Yeah.
retail stores? I did
And
it a
think
couple
they still
times.
do. That's why I want to go out this year for
No,
Black
I'm not
Friday.
doing that anymore.
I want to just go out there and see.
No.
Like I'm put
I'll order my
shoes
stuff
on.
offline.
No, well, I didn't say I wasn't.
Yeah.
Like I already asked the kids. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want Christmas like here right now, but I already put out the memo to the children's. It's like, yo, listen, y'all need to send me your list of Christmas wants.
Right.
Yeah. Anyone who works in
I
retail,
wasn't thinking about anybody else thinking about me.
Like I'm very thankful for the people that work in retail because that is not an easy job.
Yeah,
that is a hard world to
it's
work
a hard
in.
job.
Yeah,
That is
yeah. I did it alone.
But when I worked in it, I was in a different position, so I had a
I
little
worked
bit more
in
lean.
like retail for a few months.
I worked for a few years.
Yeah, I did
for a
too.
retail store, and I had that same position.
But I worked in aggressive sales, and that was tough. I tell well, I could say because the company's not in business anymore. He's worked for. I mean, they still Starbucks bought him out, but like Tivana was working there. And they had these like because I was like, oh, I was in between jobs. Like, let me try working retail. And I was like, and they had these expensive like cast iron teapots, and you could like try to talk people into buying them.
Right.
And hard
Oh,
sell
that
them
kind
and,
of
like,
stuff.
That kind
Yeah,
of shit.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
When you were in the supermarket
Yeah,
or in the
people
retail
make
store,
these like
that's like when they.
people
Would you like to
return stuff.
taste our little hot dogs today?
People
Yeah,
would
yeah.
have people would have buyer's remorse all the time and return them.
No, I'm
All
good.
the time
I don't
they
have
would
none
be
of that
like,
problem,
all
man.
I never.
I don't have that problem, man.
Yeah.
No,
Tanya doesn't either.
What?
Yeah, no. I
don't have that problem. You
But
can't.
no, because like
bullshit.
you hard sell them shit, and they really didn't want to buy it. They just felt pressure.
Right.
to
Yeah,
buy something,
right.
And then they get buyer's remorse.
Right.
And return it is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
that's funny as hell. Yeah, no, I did retail at a fabrics and crafts store, and I did it at a record store. Well, it was a CD and video store.
Okay.
And man, I sold. I wish I would have been able to get a commission on all the stuff that I sold people. Like, cause they didn't have buyer's remorse when I sold them their shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, you buy this. What kind of music do they like? Yeah, buy this one. They like movies. Yeah, get this one. Check out this laser disc.
Right.
We used to sell
Trying to
laser
push it
discs.
off.
Yeah, we used to sell laser discs, and the whole movies, and they were like, "Wow, this is great." I'm like, "Yeah, there's the thing. You can buy the part." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Oh, yeah."
You know what's funny though about hard sell, like people who hard sell you stuff though. I'm sorry, I know.
No, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Well, Kenny brought it up. Might as well talk about it. This
I didn't bring it
podcast
up.
went totally all over the
Yeah, I
place.
know we're all over the place today. But you remember those in the mall? They would try to like buff your nail. Let me show you buff your nail.
Yeah.
But you know what? They were the biggest scam artists because they'd be like, they buff your nail. Be like, look how shiny it is. Like, you like this? It'd be like $50. I'd be like, what? And they'd be like, okay, 25. It'd be like, you were just gonna sell me it for 50.
Listen,
You went quick. You cut the shit in half.
yeah, nah. The coolest shit was.
I mean, I'm exaggerating, but they would
Right,
cut
no.
it down so much. It's like, oh my god, you were
Yeah.
gonna scam me. You were gonna try to sell me that for $50.
Yeah.
Get out of your goddamn mind.
Listen, it would for me. I used to have a good time going to the malls, bro, around Christmas. I still like going to the malls at Christmas time and just seeing what's around and all the kiosks and see all the stuff that people are selling because they got some really good ideas, man. They got some really cool things that come out. There was one that my ex sister-in-law, she had sold. They were selling books with the kids' names in it. So, like, say, today Chase got on the train and Chase went down the street, got on the train and
So it's a story, but it has his name.
his
in
name
the
in
story.
it. So instead of like
Gotcha.
Winnie the Pooh, it's Chase's name in
Chase's
it.
name.
Yeah, that
that's
was
cool.
really groovy, man. That was
That's
probably one of the
interesting.
coolest ones.
Well, you always see all that crazy stuff come out that time of the year.
The clothes and the Christmas ornaments that they have the people's names on it. You see the
Right,
different ones on there.
right.
The calendars come out. Like,
Yeah.
I like that.
You can get the
Black Friday
pictures
thing.
too.
Yeah,
You sit in front of the fireplace.
Yeah. Sit on the Easter Bunny's lap and
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like that, and not the Easter Bunny. I mean, Pilgrim. I mean, I meant to say the Pilgrims.
Well, listen, this I have to say before we end, this podcast is definitely probably one of the ones we've didn't have any rules in regards. We went halfway through.
Yeah, and then just switched
And
up
then
real
we
quick.
switched it up. Actually, I thought it was very interesting. I was like,
I
you know
think
what? I'm
we-
just going
well,
to go
we
with
did.
this. It was good. It was
That was very
good.
funny.
Yeah.
You were like left wing. You're like, can we talk about something else?
All right, cool. Next.
And I think I just felt like we were just beating it to death.
Yeah,
That's why.
we were.
Definitely.
And I was like, you know what? That means we need to stop talking about it. So we did the right thing.
Yeah.
So
it's all
anyway,
good. Hope people listen this far into the freaking thing, though. Because we
anyway,
went from one
we
thing
enjoyed
and
it.
just-
It was like therapy for us.
Yeah.
There you
Definitely.
go.
Glad you enjoyed a roller coaster ride.
So that being said,
Yo, love, peace, and hair grease.
live long and prosper.
And go vegan.
Thank you for listening. Holla.
Hello.